I'm feeling cleaner than I ever would be. It's cooler than Antarctica's weather would be. Damn, I think my swagger is a weapon to me. And dudes don't count you off the record to me. So don't be stepping to me, trying to shake my hand. I'm already the man, ain't trying to make your band. I feel the fact that I'm real, just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fact that I'm real, just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every lady wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. 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 You're not really seeing me, dog. Real talk. You feeling whacker than you ever would be. In mind, you think you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, y'all. I feel good because I did a live in like within a day or two. So I'm excited about being here today, guys. Let's go ahead and take care of business of this channel. If you want to join my tribe, please stay by my side. Go ahead and subscribe. Turn your notifications. Make sure you turn them on all so you're notified every time I go live. Like the video, share the video, comment in the comment section if you're coming in late. Comment in the chat if you're here now. Let's get into the intro and let's get into what we have to talk about. Let's go.
I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair.
All right, y'all, I am back. First off, I just want to say what's up to you guys for joining me. Hold on. Shout out to Conscious TV. Although he says, hold on. Anyways, what's going on to Miss Platinum 2001? And what's going on to John as well? Y'all, so we have a few things I want to talk about today. One will be with Tammy Roman, and she's talking about her body dysmorphia. Also, I want to talk about Chaka and Mary J. Blige. This is probably a little old, but I still want to talk about it. And also Porsha Williams on The Breakfast Club and her and this thing about being peed on for whatever reason. I don't know why this came up. I just seen the clips. I don't know if there was like a backstory to this, but I want to talk about this. What is going on to you, Mary? Hello, SoDeb. How's everyone tonight? And as you guys know, I haven't been going live as much, so my algorithm is really off. So people come in later in the show or like after the show, people will come on. So I'm not really worried about it. But you guys know, first of all, I want to start with this. So you guys know I'm a school teacher, and we had a book fair this week. And I don't know if I ever talked to you guys about this, but I am a huge fan of Pokemon. And so today they let us get 3 free books. What's going on, James? And what's going on, Velda? Let us get 3 free books today. And I got this book today. It's a, oh, you can see it now. Yes, Pokemon Super Ultra Deluxe Essential Handbook. It gives you like all the descriptions of all the Pokemon. So I was excited about this book. Then they also gave me this one. It says the Legendary and Mythical Guidebook of Pokemon. And then I also got this one about the evolution of Pokemon. So I was excited about getting these books today, y'all. My kids were like, they want to read these books, and they were like, they don't. So I'm gonna bring them to school every day because the kids love this. I watch this with them all the time. When we do our coloring sheets, this is what I bring to the kids because it's my favorite show. So I didn't want to say this because I don't know if you guys knew that. I was like, I don't think I've ever said it on my YouTube channel about me loving Pokemon like this, but yes, it's like a thing that me and my sister used to do all the time. I just never like stopped watching it or participating. So I have all the games, all that stuff. So I wanted to share that with you guys first. Then let's get into the store because you guys know I do love Basketball Wives, and there are some things that are going on Basketball Wives. There's one title I did not put on here because I'd literally seen it like right before I went live. Let me pull this up while I'm saying this. So you guys know that British, is that not saying Williams? Yes, British Williams is going through this thing. And I'm gonna give you guys a backstory from this if you don't know, so that you do know. It was previously reported in 2021, a grand jury indicted British Williams on 5 felony charges of misuse of social security numbers, 4 charges of bank fraud, 3 charges of making false statements to the IRS, 3 charges of wire fraud, and 3 charges of aggravated identity theft. She entered a non-guilty plea at the U.S. District Court in St. Louis shortly after her arrest. Williams is accused of using fake social security numbers to acquire loans in 2017. Prosecutors claim that in 2018 and 19, she allegedly deposited various amounts of checks from $4,500 to $5,800 into accounts she managed and quickly took out the money before banks were aware they were fraudulent. The actual owners of the checks allegedly didn't know she deposited the funds. Prosecutors also alleged that British claimed fake dependents with false names and social security numbers on her tax return in 2017 and 2019, or 2000 up to 2019. Last year, TV star who was on house arrest motioned the court to have her ankle bracelet removed. British claimed that the monitor was costing her a number of lucrative business deals, most notably a $30K deal with billionaire entrepreneurs Rihanna's brand lingerie line. That's what her lawyer said. And that's the basis of this. But let's get into what's going on now. So British from Basketball Wives is facing additional criminal charges in insurance fraud criminal case. So damn, she got sued. Yes. I don't know if people knew this or what the charges were, so I wanted to make sure I read these parts first before we get into the new charges. I was thinking about this, Velda. I was thinking about that, the PPP loan, okay? So let's get back to this. So again, Basketball Wives star British Williams facing additional charges in insurance fraud criminal case. So it says that prosecutors revealed they plan to bring additional criminal charges against Basketball Wives star British Williams. According to court documents obtained by Radar Online, the government has informed the court it intends to present a I can't say the words now. A superseding indictment to a grand jury before the trial date for additional charges. However, prosecutors are remaining quiet the charges they plan to bring against British Williams. British attorney, y'all read his name, his or her name, whatever it is. The government continues to make allegations that far exceed any actual evidence in their possession. Whatever the new charges may be, we look forward to addressing them. So British is in a lot of trouble. And what's going on, Nihar? What's going on, Nihar? And what's going on, Cindy C? Federal they don't play. Yikes, they are really about to get her. You can't play with Uncle Sam. Yes. I wonder what else they have. What's going on? Who cares? I wonder what else they have of her. And I wish I could put this in the title because I just literally seen this right before I went live. British is in some trouble, guys. And I know she's been saying that she's going to be vindicated, but I don't know if that's going to be possible at this point. I feel like they have a lot more of the she thinks that they have on her. And it's sad for her. But also, if she did this, I mean, it's sad for people who have suffered through what she's done, you know? I hope that whatever money she's making from Basketball Wives, she's saving it. But British and she's in a lot of trouble right now. And I just want her to, she's almost like a Jen Shaw to me. Like, she needs to like just fess up to what she's doing or what she's done or what she did. I know she did, but that she actually did. Because this ain't it, sis. Like, you are in trouble. You know? I think that Monique said it best.
See, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.
The clown comes back to bite. And she needs to really be careful about how she's navigating this. Because I don't think that she thinks that they know what she's done or what has happened with her. And I pray that this is all wrong. I do. I don't want to see her go to jail. Cindy says if they got Martha Stewart, they're definitely going to get her. Listen, you know, I'm with you on that, Cindy. Like, British is like giving us a storyline, but just get it over with at this point. Like, do your time for the crime. Federal foolery. Yes, Vilda. That's what it is. I feel bad for British because she doesn't. I think she understands what she's done. And she's like trying to make us believe she didn't do it. And I get, you know, deny. But at this point, man, like, this is like federal. So you can't really, I don't know how far you can go with hiding this. I don't know. Mary says, Uncle Sam is the last person to play with. He'll get you right after he tells you build up a lot of fraud, right? Like, he's going to watch you and then he's going to comfort that ass. And there's really nothing you can do about it because, I mean, they are not going to just jump the gun on this. British, you know, I wish you well. I wish you well. I hope that this is like a mistaken identity. Somehow they got this wrong, but I don't think that's going to happen for you. What's going on, Miss Jack of Trades? In the chat. So let's get into, what do you guys think? Do you guys think British did this? Put a 1 in the chat if you think yes, 2 in the chat, no, 3, I'm gonna wait and see. What's going on, Chi-Town? Okay, I need my notifications back. Yes. Your boy's coming back. He's back and he's alive and he's very well. And he's here on the YouTube. Okay. He's here. But yes, so what do you guys think? 1 in the chat if you think y'all think she did this. 2, no, 3, y'all gonna wait to see. I want to know what you guys think. While we do that, let me play a thank you to my subscribers. I mean, the people who have sold into my channel, and I'll be back.
Damn, them haters still mad. I done took off while they steady dragging. And I be the nagger to always keep my cash. And I always love to have a hot party bashing. First verse I told y'all they just a mad. If you was me, 100 G's would be nothing. I see the money while you just glance. Your scare money will never take a chance, man. I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Lady, wanna get to this guy, yes. Go.
Okay, so I see 2 1s. I see Cindy saying 1. I see Velda saying 1. So, you know, for me, I do want to give a 3 because I just want to wish the best for British that she did not do this. So I'm going to give it a 3. So let's get to our next story, which is, you know, with Basketball Wives. Well, an ex-basketball wife. Tammy Roman. She's talking about her body dysmorphia again. And let me make sure I have the right one, first of all. This is British. Let's bring up Tammy Roman. Y'all know I have a love-hate relationship with Tammy Roman. So let's see. Okay, here we go. Tammy Roman opens up about her body dysmorphia, new concerns about her appearance. It's trauma-based. I always feel like I'm overweight. Now, we've heard this before when it comes to Tammy. And I want to have a conversation about this because I get the body dysmorphia situation, but at what point do you go and get help? It's been going on for a while, since like the 90s. Mary says, I believe she did it. It's too easy to do right, but money will make people do wrong. Right. Okay, I got you. I never cared for Tammy. And listen, I like Tammy when Tammy was like being a person, but this other Tammy, I just feel bad for her. But where is her husband? Yes, Reggie, it's a lot to deal with. And I think as a viewer, as a person who watches the show, who I was a big fan of Tammy's. And, when she brought up the body dysmorphia thing on The Real, we heard about it if you guys have Paramount Plus, we heard about it on the Real World reunion thing that they did. This has been going on for a very long time. And I just want to know when Tammy decides to get help for this, because it's very, very unhealthy. Does she let him have a baby? She couldn't. Remember on the show, it can happen. So let's play the video. And I haven't watched this yet, y'all, so we're going to watch this together for the first time. Wait.
Their own rumors, but me being on set, I'm like, no, she eats a lot.
Yeah, I eat a lot. Well, the thing is, I have a condition that's called body dysmorphia, and I've had it since I was 13 years old. It is a mental disorder based on either trauma or genetics, and mine is trauma based. And so what happens with that is the way I look at myself and the way people see me are two different things. And I always see myself, unfortunately, as, that show, like My 600-Pound Life. No matter how I look to people, when I look at myself, I can always pick something apart. I always feel like I'm overweight.
Because people would just make up their own.
Okay, so she's saying, this is basically the same thing she's been saying. For me, and I'll say that this is my own personal opinion. If everybody else is seeing the sickness, the body dysmorphia part, and you're not seeing it, and hold on, guys. Because I need to plug up my laptop. I think if you can acknowledge that you can't see it, but other people are seeing it, maybe you should hear what other people are saying. For the health-wise for Tammy, this part I ain't gonna really play around with, because as much as I give Tammy a lot of flack, I don't want her to struggle through this anymore. Maybe you should hear what people are saying to you and actually get the help that is needed for this. Now, she keeps saying that she has body dysmorphia. Here, I heard her say she's been struggling with this since she was 13. But let me look this up real quick. Tammy Roman is 52 years old. 52. That's a long time to struggle with something. And maybe I'm off because maybe she hasn't, maybe I missed the part where she said she's tried to get help for this, or she's getting help, or she's, consistently through her life getting help. But I would love to hear more about the part of her getting help than her telling us about the body dysmorphia part. I don't know if you guys have watched the Miss Pat show. Tammy does an amazing job on Miss Pat. Love Tammy on Miss Pat. She does an amazing job on the show. But Tammy looks like she doesn't look good. And it's almost sad to watch. It almost takes away from her being funny because she just looks so, like, if you look at her face and how small she is, it doesn't look good. And I really want the best for her, as an entertainer, as a human being. Just as someone I've watched over like most of my life, I want her to get help because, yes, we have identified the problem, but like, how do we fix it? Because even with someone who's on drugs, it's a lifelong journey. You can't just like say, I went to counseling and now I feel like I'm gonna handle it on my own if you're not handling it on your own. And I want Tammy to like really get that, like, it's not looking good. I hate that Evelyn even says something about her weight, not knowing about the body dysmorphia on the show. But now that she's identified it, like, she should, like, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And is Tammy doing the work? Like, we know you have body dysmorphia at this point. Let's talk about the work, and are you doing it? Because it doesn't look good to me. If you guys look at her pictures, a lot of them are very much photoshopped. But when you watch her on television, like, you can see that it's unhealthy. And I really want Tammy to get the help that is needed for her, because I really do, outside of all the shade and the fun that I have talking about her, like, I'll put all that to the side for this conversation. Like, I want her to get help, So shout out to Tammy Roman, and I really want the best for you. I really want you to get the help that you need if you are not already getting it. And what does that look like for you? And how can we as fans support you on that? To be honest, I think it's just sad, to watch her dwindle away because she feels like she's big. Like, ma'am, you're not big at all. So, and not sad as in like a shaming her way, but sad like, man, if like my friend was going through this, I would feel sad for my friend, So, shout out to Tammy Roman, and hopefully that you're doing the work. Hopefully you're getting the help that you need, because this just is not it to watch. Like, it makes me sad to see it. So I'm gonna get off of the Tammy Roman situation. Let's go to Chaka Khan and Mary J. Blige. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this clip, but I died. Okay, I died because Chaka Khan is so damn honest. It makes no damn sense. So let me pull up this clip. With Chaka Khan talking about Mary J. Blige singing I Will Love You Anyway. Where you want to be. What is the name of the song? I just want to satisfy you because you're not mine. I can't deny you. Oh, sweet thing. Is it sweet thing? Sweet thing. Okay. Let's listen to it. Let's listen to it. Oh, I messed this up. Hold on.
During a time in the 1990s when you would introduce the Rufus song "Sweet Thing," which was your ballad,
I wrote it.
You would call it the song Mary J. Blige fucked up. Is that true?
Well, I didn't say that out in public. I might have said it to her.
Okay, but so you did believe
but
she
I
fucked
told
it
Mary
up.
J. Blige she fucked it up.
How'd she fuck it up?
Number one, her vocals were flat. And I asked her, I said, what time of day was it? A night? What were you doing when you decided to cover Sweet Thing? Where were you at when you covered it? Oh, girl, I've been up all late and I was at 8 o'clock in the morning, girl. I said, girl, you don't sing nothing at 8 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. Especially.
Chaka was like, not what time did you sing it? What were you doing? Let's keep going.
Especially if you have to get up to sing it. If you'd have been up all night smoking crack or something, I don't know, might have been a whole different thing. But you don't get up at 8 o'clock in the morning to sing, girl.
Not smoking the C-Rack.
But she and I have that kind of relationship. We can talk.
Yeah, you guys ended up recording together, right?
Yeah,
this was not
we can
something
talk.
you didn't.
We can honestly talk. Yes,
Yeah.
I love her. She loves me. We don't have a problem.
Yeah.
Now the press would love to make it a fucking problem.
Yeah.
So what do you got? When I tell you I love Chaka Khan, I love a Chaka Khan. Let me play it one more time so you guys can hear it one more time. Because this is hilarious to me.
During a time in the 1990s when you would introduce the Rufus song "Sweet Thing," which was your ballad,
I wrote it.
You would call it the song Mary J. Blige fucked up. Is that true?
Well, I didn't say that out in public. I might have said it to her.
Okay, but so you did believe
but
she
I
fucked
told
it
Mary
up.
J. Blige she fucked it up.
How'd she fuck it up?
Number one, her vocals were flat. And I asked her, I said, what time of day was it? A night? What were you doing when you decided to cover Sweet Thing? Where were you at when you covered it? Oh, girl, I've been up all late and I was at 8 o'clock in the morning, girl. I said, girl, you don't sing nothing at 8 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. Especially if you have to get up to sing it. If you'd have been up all night smoking crack or something, I don't know, might have been a whole different thing. But you don't get up at 8 o'clock in the morning to sing, girl. But she and I have that kind of relationship. We can talk.
Yeah, you guys ended up recording together, right?
Yeah,
this was not
we can
something
talk.
you didn't.
We can honestly talk. Yes.
Yeah.
I love her. She loves me. We don't have a problem.
Yeah.
Now the press would love to make it a fucking problem.
Yeah.
Chaka Khan was not playing around. Okay. What's going on right now? She wasn't fucking around, okay? She was like, what were you doing? Were you on the crack? Was you up? What were you doing? Brutally honest. Yes, it is hilarious. Very much a straight shooter. Mary said that's the kind of friend we all need. And that's very true. That's very true. Yes, make sure you guys know if you haven't liked the video or not already, please like the video, y'all. I need the likes in the comments. Cindy C said, she said what she said. It was her song and she's an icon, okay? Sure, cut them deep, okay? And then love on you afterwards. I don't see nothing wrong with Chaka Khan said. I do think that for the generation after Chaka Khan, Mary J. Blige did make this song popular for the other generation. So I can I want to hang out with Chaka Khan. I'm sorry, y'all. But I can I could see why Chaka Khan said this. Wait till I get that age. Look, me too. Don't whatever I said in my mouth is what I said. Yes. No, she was excusing her if she was smoking crack. That's what she said. But you know, this is very much so Chaka Khan, and you have to love her for this honesty. And the fact that she said she told Mary J. Blige this in private because they friends like that makes me love Mary J. Blige even more because she was able to receive what Chaka Khan said to her. So it's funny because, you know, they have that type of friendship. But I want to bring, I had made a whole video. I mean, I had made a whole cover art for this before this, and I didn't get the chance to do it. So I was like, let me bring it up today. After that versus performance, Chaka needs move. Not only thing Chaka Khan can talk about nobody doing drugs because she did some things back in the. That's why she's probably said I can see if he was on crack. She wasn't saying was she on it. She said she could see if she was on it. So she wasn't taking her down because she might have been on it. She said if he was on it, I could see why it sounded like that, you know. But that's Chaka Khan though. Now who did Chaka Khan do a versus with? I missed that. But I mean, I think Chaka Khan now versus back then is two different people or vocals to me. Chaka Khan was a beast, you know. I love me some Chaka Khan, but I love Mary J. Blige just as much as well too. So, I definitely enjoyed Chaka Khan's opinion on Mary J. Blige singing that song because it was funny. Oh, Stephanie Mills, I didn't see that one. Let's see that's on YouTube so I can watch it. That's not really a good matchup though to me. I don't know. Versus be doing the most with their matchups, but I don't think the Chaka Khan and Stephanie Mills was a good matchup. I don't know. Anyways, so do y'all let's do because I got another thing I can play as well. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that Mary J. Blige F that song up. Put a 2 in the chat if you think Mary J. Blige did the song justice. And I'll give us a 1 minute pause.
You feeling whacker than you ever would be. In mind, you think you was better than me. Stop it. You ain't better than me. I got a lot of macaroni cause I cheddar and cheese. See me in my 50. You said that man he just shit it cause I show you how I do it, but don't show you how I did it. I be multiplying numbers so you not in my division. Call me Rudolph. You be dashing like. See me in my 50. You said that man he just shit it cause I show you how I do it, but don't show you how I do it. See me in my 50, you said that man he just shit it cause I show you how I do it, but don't show you how I did it. I be multiplying numbers so you not in my division. Call me Rudolph, you be dashing like blue. Thinking of getting it done, but you never catch me slipping. Hella Grey Goose is what you catch me sip. You don't get girls cause they know you tripping. Acting like you making money, but you bullshitting. My style so clean, don't none of it be script. Got hella just if, but don't none of them be stiff. And I got a grill, so my drink just chill. Mr. Yes, I'm so fly in the field.
All right, so Nihar said Stephanie Mills, and it was tragic. Chaka Khan's daughter even came out to try to save her. Wow. So we got 2 from Chi-Town and 2 from Mary. Nihar told me to watch it. I'm definitely going to watch it. Miss Platinum 2001 said a 2. Thumbs up, y'all. Okay, Cindy said 1, and Velda says 1. Okay. Let's get 4 more likes, people, in my bad penny. Let's get to 7K. You know, let's get to 7K. But yeah, so you know, I think in my own personal opinion, I like both versions of the song, to be honest. I really did. I don't hear the version with Chaka Khan as much as I hear Mary J. Blige's verse though. And even like at my school, like they played Mary J. Blige's all the time. If you go to the club and they're playing it, they're gonna play the Mary J. Blige version. So I don't think it was that bad. I just think that Chaka Khan is very sensitive about her, you know, because it's her music. You know, she wrote the song and she performed the song and she did the damn thing. You know, it's Chaka Khan. So Chaka Khan, y'all. All right. So if you are coming in late, you know, drop down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. So let's get to our last story, Porsha Williams. Now, you know, Porsha was on the Breakfast Club. There's actually a thing that I want to talk about that is not on the docket with Porsha, but I want to get to this part first because I didn't see anybody talking about this. So I want to definitely bring this up. But Porsha is there. Well, so I got this from the neighborhood talk. They said, "Do y'all agree?" Porsha Williams says a woman getting peed on will not stop other men from wanting to marry her. Everybody has done something. Now, I don't think we're taking relationship advice from Porsha, to be honest. Mary says Mary did it for the era at the time. When Chaka did it, there was a lot of high notes, almost screaming. Mary toned it down some. She couldn't get them notes. Yeah, true. I agree with that. I agree with that. Before I do my poll for this one, let's watch the video. I know there's women in here. So I'm going to have a question. Y'all know what it is. So just think about it before I ask it. Let's see what Porsha had to say about, you know, this situation.
When you meet him, he's going to know you for you. He's not worried about none of your past whatsoever. And if you
Even
and
P?
him,
Even P?
Ain't nobody peed on me. Okay, let's be clear. That's Breakfast Club news right here. Okay, that rumor is, it wasn't a rumor.
It was never a rumor.
No,
It wasn't a
okay,
rumor.
well, I'm making
Now, see, Porsha thought that there was a rumor going around that she had got peed on. And she was very defensive about this. So I don't know. I don't know. Did Porsha get peed on? But let's keep going.
it worse.
I'm saying what Young Miami said.
Some men want to pee on you too. All right, your husband may want to pee on you too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not again. My husband has not peed on me.
Yeah,
Okay,
However,
Porsha.
I'm just got to make it clear. You meet Young Miami.
Her husband has not peed on her. I'm going to point this out. Her husband has not peed on her yet.
And her personality is everything, and
She is.
and she's dealing
I
with
love
you,
her.
and she's telling you what her intentions are. She wants to be married, she wants kids, she's ready to settle down, and you want the same. You're not gonna care what she got peed on. She took a shower, like who cares?
No, that's true. Everybody got a pass. You know what I mean?
I mean, peed on the women y'all have sex with without condoms in your past. It is what it is. Everybody has done something.
Like,
Oh, so she has been peed on. She said, I've been peed on. Okay. I didn't hear that part.
Carfax gets cleaned up.
if you like the person, you don't care about the Carfax.
Correct.
First of all, why we got to be talking? This is International Women's Day,
You're right.
so we're not going to
Deflection.
worried about the women's Carfax. Let's worry about the fact that how many Carfax women don't worry about on men, because we never bring up y'all past. We never bring up the fact that you're the one doing the peeing. Let me tell you something about a real man. When you meet him, he's going to know you for you. He's not worried about none of your past whatsoever. And if you
Even
and
pee?
him,
Even P?
ain't nobody pee.
All right, so let's get into this conversation. Now, there's women in my chat, and this my main subscribers are women. Are y'all getting peed on? And did your man ask you about it? Is it a main factor when it comes to, do they ask like, hey, by the way, before I married you, have you been peed on? Like, I would love to know this, because Porsha says is really giving a lot in this interview. Mary says, ain't nobody doing the R. Kelly on me. Porsha just nasty. Too defensive. She probably got pissed on it. Listen, I was just breaking it down, Chi-Town. Breaking it down, Chi-Town. Oh, that's the segment. Her husband didn't do it, but she been with a few men. Okay, look, listen. Those are facts. That man wears a he pees in a diaper. Interesting. It wasn't pee. It was at hit in the was it the Dubai date book? Is that what you talk about in the ER? Absolutely not. Okay, that must be some new shiggity. I don't know. I mean, listen. Carisha said Diddy pees on her and she loves nasty hoes. Now, see, I didn't know that, but I could see that. So let me tell you why. So, I mean, it's alleged, let me put up my allegedly banner. And guys, I'm putting up my Cash App and all that stuff. You can do all that stuff. But let me put up my allegedly banner. Because allegedly, they'd be saying Diddy is gay, right? So in the community, this is very normal. It ain't never happened to me. But it's very normal that this is a type of thing that happens during sex. So I can see why Diddy is probably doing it. When we watch R. Kelly do it, R. Kelly has also had allegedly men from the court cases that we have seen. So I'm not shocked about that from Carisha. Yes, for the break. So I could see it, and I'm also going to drop the link real quick while I'm finishing my last comments. I've never heard of women doing this, though. So that's why I want to ask my tribe or the people who are new here that are women in the chat or whatever. Is this a thing? Do you guys do this? It's a no for me. Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. Okay. It's not for me. It's a no for me. But Porsha, now I heard it because this is the first time I even watched the whole thing. I just seen the title. I was like, I need to talk about this on YouTube because someone tell me something. And so now that I'm hearing it, so she said that her husband hasn't done it. She said that it has happened to her. And that, no man's going to be like mad about it because she took a shower or Carisha took a shower. I don't know if I can see women. I don't know. I never heard of. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. So I dropped the link. Y'all, if you want to come up and talk about any topic that I drop, let's talk about it. I got about 15 more minutes. What do you guys think about any of the topics that I've talked about tonight? If no one comes up, I could drop. We can get off in 2 minutes. But I want to know what you guys think about all these topics. So we talked about Tammy Roman. Ooh, excuse me. We talked about Porsha. And what was the other one we talked about? I forgot what the other one was. We talked about the girl from Basketball Wives. British. Chaka says, see, this is why the old people used to have plastic on their couches. And Beyonce made a song called Plastic on the Sofa. Ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay? We're not peeing on my good furniture. So we touched on a lot of topics. What do you guys think about these topics that we have talked about today? Oh, Chaka Khan and Mary J. Blige, that's the other one. So what do you guys think? Cindy, where you at? Come on, talk to me about British and Tammy. Y'all know Cordell pissed on Porsha and he was also allegedly gay as well, So I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't see heterosexual relationships talking about this. So I couldn't really see this as a like women letting heterosexual men do this at all. I couldn't. That's just me. Now I'm sure it goes on somewhere, but I don't think that this goes on in y'all's relationships. And y'all have to tell me because I don't know. Good topic and great participation. Thank you so much for this, Mary. So I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes if you want to come up. If not, I'll end it here, and I'll wait for the comments for after this happens. Guys, I am really enjoying coming back to YouTube while I'm waiting on someone to come up. If y'all want to, these topics have been fun, and I had to get out of my own feelings when it comes down to YouTube because that was like very depressing to me. But now I'm enjoying it because I'm like in my own space. So check out me and Cindy C next Tuesday. We'll be reviewing basketball. I think we're going to do, maybe we can do like a recap of the first episode of part B up until this episode. Maybe we should be, I don't know what's on Cindy, but we are going to be reviewing basketballs again. So, I'm definitely going to be doing that with Cindy. And thank you guys for supporting me, even though I haven't been live. When I've been out of the YouTube atmosphere. Also, guys, I do have my Remain Teachable scholarship that we're doing. So we're donating $7.23. You can do it through Cash App or PayPal. Here you go, Cindy.
Hey, how are you? My goodness.
I am good. I'm so glad to talk to you.
I know, same here. It took me.
Look at me smiling this much.
Oh, I love it. It's so crazy because I haven't been on here so long that I was trying to log on and I had to go through like a 2-step verification. That's how long I have not been on here. Anyway, here I am.
It's so good to even have you up on the platform, though, to be honest.
I love it. Thank you so much. I know you have a few minutes, so we can gab a little bit about.
Wait, Cindy, it's an echo.
Oh, really?
Yes. Is it me or is it you?
You're echoing, but I don't have any other YouTube open.
You're echoing too, though. Oh, you know what? Talk now.
Is that better?
Yeah, it was me.
There we go. Okay. I don't have anything open.
No, I turned the volume up on my other laptop and I took it off of mute. That's what it was.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, I just, we can gab a little bit about all of them if you want, but as far as British is concerned, I don't see her getting out of this. I mean, especially that they're having even more charges against her. I just feel like, they've gotten people, the IRS has gotten James Brown, they got Martha Stewart, they even got, like you said, Jen Shaw, even Apollo, doing the wire fraud and the checks and stuff. So, I mean, if they've got her, they must have some good proof. I cannot imagine her having to go through this with not, being able to prove that she did not do those things. Because even if she was with I forget what her Jason, not Jason.
What is his name? Yes, baby daddy. That's
baby daddy. Even if she was with him and he was a part of it, she could like bring her whole family down. They will take her kid away, while she's serving time. So I just
from him too.
I don't know. I just feel like I depending on the time frame of when these things occurred. I don't recall that you reading what years this happened, but
oh no, I did read them. I can bring it back up. I think it was like 2017 through 2008 and 19.
Okay, so that's around that whole like PPP stuff. I think they're really going to get her.
That was in like 2020, 2021.
Oh, was it the PPP stuff?
Yes, that was during COVID.
Okay, so that's also when she wasn't working. So.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate to say it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's a little bit suspect and a little bit fishy that while she wasn't working, we didn't see her because she did like marriage boot camp at one point. I don't remember what year that was, but we hadn't heard from her in a long, long time. And I don't know what, how they always come up with these quote unquote faux businesses, like her hair stuff and all of that. When did that all occur? I mean, they must have proof of her cashing these checks and, depositing it in. I mean,
So it was
easy to
reported in
prove.
2021.
Okay.
But it said the claims happened in 2018 and 2019.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Wait,
I'm.
wait. So the loans were in 2017. Prosecutors claimed that in 2018 and 2019, she allegedly deposited various amounts of checks.
Wow.
So yeah, this has been going on before COVID.
Before
So we
COVID,
can't even blame a
and
PPP loan.
they said she withdrew the money quickly too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the bank has records of all of that. There's no way that they can not prove that she didn't do that. I mean,
Very true.
I just I feel really bad. I am actually not disliking her as much on this second half.
Mhm.
So, but it's not looking good. I'm sorry. But again, if you do the crime, you have to do the
Yes, do
time.
the time.
And if
Absolutely.
she, made it a hardship on any other individual, then she needs to pay the price for what she did. You
Yeah.
know, it's as simple as that. I just feel like all of these stars that have been on television, I feel like they're really, I hate to say it like this, but I'm going to sound really mean. They're really dumb to
Mhm.
know that you're going to be on television, a reality show. So more of a spotlight is going to be on you, right?
Right.
And then you're trying to do something illegal. Like, why do you think that of course they're going to pay attention to you?
Right.
I mean, that's what reality TV is. We're looking at their lifestyle.
It's reality.
It's reality, right? So we're looking at you can't be taking these trips and doing all this stuff and having
Right.
a different weave on every week. And they're not going to be sitting there scratching their head being like, this activity with this money looks a little fishy,
Right.
So I feel bad because I just think of her child. I think of her little girl. But I wish she hadn't have done it. I do think that she did it because Uncle Sam doesn't play those games at all.
Yeah.
At all. I mean, I mean, what do you think? Do you really feel like
Lorenzo, that's his name, Lorenzo.
Lorenzo? That's right.
Yes.
Right. I mean,
Hey, what's going on, Pamela? And what's going on to Fifi? And what's going to Jaquez? Sorry.
that's all right
Yes.
though. I mean, I don't know. I really feel like she,
But you're pulling up a lot of facts, like when it comes to the feds, like they don't just pull your name out of their ass.
no, absolutely not. It has to be real suspicious activities. She must have
Right.
done something enough to
Right.
where the bank notified something was enough to ring their alarm, right?
Right.
They just don't go after anybody. And
Right.
whether you're a private citizen or you are a celebrity. And
Right.
and they don't care if you're a celebrity. I mean, James Brown, if you pull up that picture, that whole man's process was all off. They
Who,
were like,
James Brown?
yes.
What happened with
Because
James Brown? I don't know
yeah, he got arrested and put in jail. He served time for like tax evasion.
Wow, James Brown did?
James Brown. And it looks a mess. That mugshot, I mean that hair process was, oof, it was bad. And they don't care. I mean, the same thing, they went after Richard Pryor and took everything. This is after he burned himself. They don't care. They're going to get their money. Period. They're going
Period.
to get their money. So even if she doesn't get found guilty for like the checks and stuff, her messing like filing fake.
Is this the James Brown mugshot you talking about?
Let me see. Yes, look so damn. Look, it's tragic. I was like, not a legend, not James Brown.
Wow.
They didn't care, SoDeb. Okay, they drug him in like that.
Wow.
Drug him in. They're going to get their money. It's as simple as that. You cannot play around with that. But didn't they say she falsely filed taxes with false dependents and stuff?
Dependents,
So even if they don't get her on the checks, they're going to get her on the taxes. They're going to get her.
Wow. Let me read some of these comments. Mary says, all those businesses are covered up for tax fraud. A lot of people were doing tax fraud 10 to 15 years ago. I was told Uncle Sam can go back up to 10 years. They let them get comfortable doing those years. That's what
She's right.
That's what happened with PPP loans too.
Yep, she's right, Mary. You're right.
And
They
they
will.
built.
They'll let you get comfortable. They'll let you keep committing the crimes, and then they'll get you.
They built too much to pay back.
Yeah.
Fifi said facts a mess, and Jacqueline says it's the hair process.
It's the truth. You know that hair was fried, dyed, and left inside.
You know, I've seen that picture before, but I didn't know what it was from.
Yes, that's what it was from. It was
wow.
crazy. It was crazy. And then he tried to flee him. I mean, I'm old, so this is why I know all the details. And I remember this. He tried to flee in his truck with a gun. They got you already. Just give up.
Wow. I never knew this.
Yes. He's James Brown. Why are you doing that? So yeah, they're going to get you. They don't care.
So let's move on to your girl.
Okay.
Tammy Roman.
Okay. I mean, I agree with you. She has looked ill for years. Now, there was a point in time, even on Basketball Wives, where she didn't. So I'm a little bit confused. I'm confused with, she's been struggling with this for, since she was 13 and being at 52, I can't imagine that she didn't address it. However, and we just heard DJ Envy say that she eats a lot, right? So is she purging? What is happening?
But no, so she was talking about I remember, I don't know if it was an interview or something, or she was on the show or something, but she was saying that she's like crab legs a lot. Reggie was talking about it. She doesn't eat nothing that makes her gain weight.
I see. I got you.
So, but she does, because he was like, that's all you eat. And so that was a thing by her eating a lot, but it was like stuff that doesn't make her gain weight.
But she also used to drink a lot of beer, and that does make you gain weight.
And those cigarettes.
And the cigarettes.
Yes.
But I mean, the beers in particular, that's why you see old men with like big guts, because they're drinking beer and it makes you gain weight. So
but beer gives you like a belly though too.
Yeah. So that's why.
But it doesn't take away from your face either though. But I don't know. Have you seen the Miss Pat show?
I haven't seen it, but I have seen her on everything else except for that. And like even that catching a cheater or whatever. And you could
that fake
like,
show that she did. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was still funny. It was still funny, and I applaud her for getting all the work. Go ahead, girl.
I'll tell you, Miss Pat show. I love the Miss Pat show, and Tammy does an amazing job on the show. She really does.
Really? Okay.
She does.
Yeah,
like I am like this is like the second season.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed both seasons. Like she really does a good job. But it's like this season, I'm like, my God, like what is happening?
Because I think what's also happening too, so Deb, is that she's aging. So she can't continue that unhealthy behavior, because as we age, especially as women, we're losing like hormones, we're losing stuff, and so she's not going to bounce back the way she used to when she was in her 20s,
Right.
And it just makes me so sad to see her so hollow. Like every time she smiles, like the lines around, like the loose skin, that's what it is around her mouth.
And then she has like these dimples, like they go like inside of her. Yeah, it doesn't look good. And I don't say it looks bad, because I don't want to shame how she looks.
Yeah.
But it does. I know that she's dealing with a sickness, but also it's just like, well, what do you do to become healthy enough to like not look like that?
Right. But like I said, she hasn't always looked like that. So has it been just recently? Because again, she's aging and she's not able to bounce back.
She said on the interview, said she was 13.
Okay. But like I said, she didn't look like that. So maybe she was able to bounce back easier. But now it's not happening as quickly because she's getting older,
Well, you could also think of this. When she came back on Basketball Wives, maybe she's seen herself on TV. And maybe that's what made her like backtrack.
Maybe because that's what Evelyn made fun of, because she didn't know.
But no, she was already looking that way before Evelyn got there.
Okay.
So it wasn't because of what Evelyn said. She was already looking at it because she was a very small. Yeah. But she kind of like how she looks on Miss Pat.
Got it. Okay.
So
all right, I might have to check it out. I mean, did Miss Pat start a couple of years ago? So she might have just looked healthier back then.
No, on Miss Pat, she still didn't look healthy.
Oh wow.
On the first season, Miss Pat, but this season I just watched,
it's even more, it's worse?
I'm not gonna say what I want to say. Maybe backstage I'll say it to you, but matter of fact, yeah, I mean, I'll inbox you on Instagram.
Okay.
Of what I want to say, because I don't want to say it on a live, because I don't want to, like, if she ever sees this, I don't want to be like I'm talking bad about her, because
Yes, no, it's
I
just
want the best. I
absurd.
do. I really genuinely want the best for her when it comes down to this.
Yeah.
But what it looks like, it doesn't look good.
No.
And I'm like,
no.
can she go to someone and talk to them, get a different diet? Like,
She
what
may
can we do?
have. She may be doing that stuff, but again, when you abuse anything, I don't care if it's chemicals, whether it's your body, you start ruining stuff. It's harder for you to bounce back, and that's a fact. That's a reality.
See, and I guess that's why I want to have the conversation, because I don't know. So I'm just asking, because I'm like, right now, like, I mean, if I was her daughters or a friend of hers, or a parent or whatever,
or Reggie, I would be
Reggie,
concerned.
yes, I'm like, Tammy, like, am I allowed to be honest with you?
Right.
On television, and they give you like 5 pounds on TV.
Yep, that's right.
That's what it looks like in real life.
She's even thinner. That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on, Jackie?
Hey, Jackie.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
We're good. We're good.
Is it Miss Cindy?
Yes. Hey.
Okay. Hi, Miss Cindy. Hey, SoDeb.
Hey.
I'm praying for my girl.
Yeah.
That's all. We used to chat sometimes through IG, and this is like after her mom had passed.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell she was going through some things then, but it is not like it is now. And I haven't really said anything else into her in years.
Oh, you used to chat with Tammy?
Yes.
Okay.
To chat with Tammy.
Okay.
And I'm trying to say this without sharing some tears here.
Well, I also want to say this while you think about this. They say she also she's also diabetic. So, that adds to that.
Yes. And when you're a diabetic, you have to eat. You have to take your medicine.
Yeah.
That's why I said in the chat, I wish I can talk to her in person or either on the telephone. I'm going to try to reach out to her after I get over my feelings. Because I know she went through a great deal, behind her mom.
Her mom died, yeah.
And then now that, she's happily, married. And I'm quite sure Reggie is there, supporting her as much as he can. But you know how Tammy, she's a very strong-minded person.
Right.
And she knows, from what I was hearing today, she knows what's going on. She knows how she look, and she's saying that it's all in her head. So, all we can do is just keep praying for her. Just keep, asking God to step in and to show up and show out.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this, just in case like it picks up anywhere, I'll say this. Tammy, a lot of us love you.
Yes.
I talk shit about you all the time on this channel, but that don't change the fact that I love Tammy.
Right.
Tammy's one of my favorite people from reality TV.
Yep. And one of the first.
Yes. Yeah, one of the first. She's like she's the second. Yep. To make it clear.
Yep.
I want to see the best for Tammy, and I want her to. I think what Niyar is saying right here is like she can't change her age, but she can change her weight, which is probably an ego boost for her.
Yeah.
Maybe what you look like in the mirror to you doesn't look good, but you have friends around you. You have family around you. And right now, like when you're on television, it's concerning for your fans who love you.
Yeah.
We don't know you personally, and maybe there's other things that we don't know or how this works when it comes down to your condition. But if there's a possibility for you to work on that. Like, I want you to, because I want to see healthy Tammy. You know, I want to see. I love funny Tammy. I love Tammy on Miss Pat. I love that Tammy's grinding. I love that Tammy has had her whole full career. She's the second woman on reality television as a Black woman. But right now, as a fan of yours, I really want the best for you. And I want you to get something or somewhere where you get healthy.
Yeah.
Because body dysmorphia is a condition. It's not a death sentence. It's not a health sentence. It is something that you are struggling with, not the end of your life or not the end of your health condition. You have the power, if you do, maybe I don't know something, but if you do have the power to get it fixed or work on it, I would love to see that journey. Like, that would be a dope show to watch.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 1,000%, and that's well said.
So
she's always been one of my favorites. She is kind of reality TV gold. She knows how to do it. She knows how to play her part. You know, the same is true with Evelyn, although you know, in the chat there's a love-hate there.
Right.
But I love her because she knows how to do her job and just leave it there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it wasn't until the last couple of seasons that Tammy just didn't want to be there, and it would just that's the only thing that made it not fun for
that's why I stopped liking her.
Yeah, that's
before that I loved her.
Yeah, it doesn't make it fun for us as viewers, but I understand, you know, you signed your contract, she wrote it out. You know, she was like, I'm not going to give anymore, I'm done, I want to get out of here, and it was loud and clear, we got it. So
I think as fans of hers, like, you know, what can we do as fans of Tammy to like push her or help her or encourage her when it comes to like this her health? You know, what can we do? I would throw that out there. Like, if she ever sees this, like, what can we do as fans of yours to like push you or encourage you?
I think, you know, I mean, even as fans, I mean, if her family can't help her get over it, and she's been suffering with this for 13 years, nothing that we can do.
No, not 13 years, since
since she was 13 years old. Then, you know, it's nothing that we can do as fans other than to just leave her be, wish her well, and pray for her, because it is, if it's a mental, like she said, it is a mental condition. There's, you know, maybe she is on medication we don't know about, and really that's really not our business. It's kind of like the same concern that I have personally for somebody like a Britney Spears. Clearly there's some sort of mental issue there, right? I but as a person, you know, that has watched her grow up, I really don't need to know about her medical stuff, you know, at all.
And I'm not asking for that at all either. You know?
Yeah, no. I feel like she's doing the best that she can. She has acknowledged that there is an issue, and you know, we can just support her by supporting her projects, because it seems she loves to work, so we just support her.
Right. I hope she doesn't work herself to death, though. You know.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm at. Like, it's almost like my aunt. You know what I mean? Like, you know, because I feel like I've grown up with her. You know.
Yeah.
And I just want the best. So I'm just like, you know, yes, I'm a fan, but I also feel like I just have a relationship with her from TV. Absolutely. And I'm like, if I can, you know, I'm saying this like as a person who loves this lady, like, if I can do anything, if I can encourage you in any kind of way, like, what is the best way to do that, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, you have to also think about it too. So Deb, you know, as a woman, for me, you know, there are certain sensitive, you know, and Jackie, you can chime in too. There are certain things that are super sensitive to women, and you know, and Black women, but women overall, weight is at the top of that list. Weight is at the top of the list. Nobody wants it pointed out. If you gain a few pounds, if you lose, just don't talk about it. Just you don't talk about somebody's weight and our hair. Don't talk about the hair.
Yes, Miss Cindy. Yes,
right.
Yes,
there's just certain topics that are really sensitive to women.
That is so true, and we know that Miss Tammy, you know, like I said, I used to talk to her here and there. It wasn't like an ongoing, you know, relationship, friendship like that. You know, she would just answer my questions, or she may say something back. You know, it was just here, there, hit or miss. But I felt like I built a little bit of rapport with her, of getting to know her a little bit more. And then I was, because remember when she used to do the, what is that, Bonnet Chronicles and all of that.
Yeah.
So that's how I used to, will talk to her. So, or through, sometimes when she be on her podcast through YouTube or something like that. But I don't want to say I can relate to her, but I can relate to her in a certain prospect. And this is what I mean. When I lost my mom, I stopped eating. I didn't eat like I, was. I was losing weight. Then, just different things. It just seemed like everything was just coming at me at one time. I'm not certain exactly what's, if my, me going through a grievance is almost the same as hers, but it's not really, because I would, I'm not going through what, she's walking through now.
Right.
And so I can understand, like Miss Cindy said, with certain aspects of our bodies, with hair, face, body, everything, our clothes, everything means the world to us. Now, when she's starting off in the morning time, looking in the mirror, that's something that she has to wear all day on her. So it's like on her sleeve.
Right.
And I want to, like you said, so Deb, I mean, I'm going to try to reach out to her. Not going to, I'm going to do it and reach out to her and see, what is it that we can do? I mean, she may say, it's nothing you can do. I have to do this all by myself or something like that. I just want her to know that you're not walking along by yourself.
Can I ask a really, it might be an ignorant question, but I still want to ask it. These things might be sensitive, but this is about somebody's health and life, right? So you might not want it might be sensitive to you, and don't talk about Black women's hair and their weight, things like this. But if you see a person that looks like they're declining in life, it feels irresponsible to me to not say something if it's someone that I know personally.
But you're just assuming that she is not getting help. She's not on medication.
I said, I don't know if she is or she's not. So I know that part. I made that part very clear. Like if she is, I can understand that part.
And I feel like it's completely understandable, because when you see somebody, unfortunately, like wasting away, there is an amount of concern. But I just feel like there's also the fact that, a fan is not, she's probably way much more self-conscious of it and ashamed of it, and to have a random unknown person, you hear all kinds of celebrities that say, like, don't come up to me when I'm in the restroom, right? Don't interrupt dinner when you see I'm trying to have a date or do dinner out or whatever. There are certain times and places for that. I feel like if she was open to sharing that journey, we probably would have seen it by now. But she is still open enough to share that she is struggling with an issue, and of course, we are concerned. But
I think the reason why I even say this was because do you remember the episode, the season where her daughter's? I forgot what happened with her. Maybe it was her mom died from cancer, right?
Yes.
Right.
Remember the season where her daughter talked about her smoking cigarettes?
Yes.
And then when I watched The Real World, that reunion thing on Paramount Plus, she was still smoking cigarettes.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like hammer down on Tammy because she's smoking cigarettes still.
Right.
What I'm saying is that, as like if we could talk to Tammy, if there was a message we can get out to Tammy, like as supporters of her, as fans of Tammy's, what can we do as supporters and fans of Tammy? That's all I'm saying. I'm not judging her on anything she's doing. But I'm saying that there just seems like there's some things that, would help. I guess I don't know. I don't know.
Do you know anyone that's down in
let me say this real quick.
Okay.
I feel just like my family member, to be honest. Like I'm like, what can I do? I'm like panicking. And maybe I'll push back, you know, because it's not my responsibility. But that's where I got when I seen this today, you know.
And I'm with you. I'm with you on that. And I seen the same thing what Miss Cindy was saying about the wrinkles in her face. And like when she smiled, I think it's her right eye that when I was looking at it closed up a little bit or so. So yeah, I'm concerned too. So piggyback on what I just said about me when I lost my mom. I lost a lot of weight. Okay. I also got Bell's palsy behind it. Okay. So a lot of people was reaching out to me. So no, you're not being ignorant to reach out to that person and say, hey, love, you know, I noticed that you losing some, you know, a lot of weight or whatever. Is everything
I would never even say that. I would never even say
no,
that.
I'm just saying, I'm just, this is just me saying this, you know, because that's how it was approached to me. You know, they, you know, my family members, you know, it was a lot of talking behind my back. But, you know, and then the ones that was concerned, far as my daughter and, you know, my dad at the time being, because I just lost him too last year in January.
Wow.
So
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. So it's, you know, I lost my mom going on 9 years now, and I lost my dad a year ago. So you know, my dad walked with me every step of the way before he left here.
Wow.
And that was my best friend. And like he told me, I'm not going to beat you up about it. I'm not going to, you know, keep questioning you. I'm just concerned about you. I know what you're going through. He said, I know you miss your mom. He said, but I'm right here. I'm going to take every step with you. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it was getting to the point where I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to eat. It was just a lot going on.
But it's like a depression, right?
Right. Anxiety. It was definitely depression.
Right.
You know, and so here's my thing, because after, you know, Miss Tammy had what was that show that she was doing for it was almost like Cheaters or something like that. I forgot the name of it.
I know what you're talking about. I remember the name of it. I know what you're talking about though.
So she was, you know, looking okay. I mean, you know, she knew the world scene that she had started, you know, losing weight. And she had already came out then and was saying, hey, listen, you know, I know I'm losing weight. This is what's going on with me. But now she just went in depth with it now of saying, hey, this is what's going on. This is what the disease is called, or however, you know. I don't even want to say disease. We ain't gonna even speak that.
On The Real too.
Oh, she did. See, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, before the real was cut off. She talked about it on The Real.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
I didn't know. So okay.
And like I said, I think she's been talking about it. So it's not like she's not aware.
Exactly.
That you know that people are concerned. That's my only point. I'm not saying don't reach out. She might appreciate the vote of confidence by saying, you know, DMing her and saying, I saw your interview and I just want to show you support. I you know, I hope that you can recover from this. But you know, a lot of times, you know, it's harder. She seems very strong, but you know,
I think it's the first time a lot of us have even heard of body dysmorphia. You know, this conversation.
Yeah, me too.
And I think that we should talk about it more, so that people that are struggling with this understand, like, you're not alone.
But also, I've heard about it for years.
Where are the support groups for this? And you know, what are the steps of getting out of this, or how do you cope with this, or you know, who do you talk to when it comes down to this? Because to me, like, this is very dangerous. And you know, I don't want us to watch Tammy go on to these lives saying, I have body dysmorphia, because she's been talking about this for years at this point.
Yeah.
And like, there's not been anyone else saying, you know what, I have this too, or I'll struggle with this too.
But that's not
the,
true. There are people that have said that. You
know,
know,
I'm saying, like, on major platforms. Like, I haven't seen it. If they have, I haven't seen it.
I have, like, people like Demi Lovato.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay,
but it's true. But it's true. I feel, but again, it's hard. It's you don't really hear it from Black women so much either. But it doesn't mean that
right,
we're not
right.
suffering through it
And
as
maybe that's
well.
why I don't know, because I don't know. I don't what Demi Lovato. I have no idea what Demi Lovato is going through. So I would never heard that. But I think like my main thing is like, again, the help part, like where are the support groups for this? And, what are the steps of, coping with this, or, getting through this, or is there a space where you can like, get help? Like what
But
happens
so
after
Deb,
you admit that you have it?
right. So Deb, you have to also give her, she explained, she said that hers is trauma ridden. Some people cannot get over trauma. And even if they can get over it, it takes years and years. And for whatever reason, it's kind of a form of like self-abuse, because you're trapped in that trauma stage. And I know that she had told stories like, her being assaulted was a really unbelievably sad, horrible story, and perhaps she just is working on it. But I mean, you can't tell somebody when they're going to get over a trauma.
So my conversation is not trying to tell her when or how to. It's more of the fact of like, I don't want her to live a miserable life or anything like that because of that. Like, I don't know if y'all getting what I'm saying. Like, I don't like.
I understand exactly what you're saying. You
Yeah,
want to
like
make
I'm
sure
just like,
that she has the
as a
support.
person who supports her, like I'm just like, Tammy, like if I'm the only fan who ever say this to you, like, listen, I support you in whatever way I can. If I had to text you every morning, like, you are beautiful, you are amazing, like I would do that. Like, I just want to know ways to help her, because I feel like, yes, we understand the diagnosis, but how do we help fix or help, not fix, or fix is the wrong word to say, but help,
the dynamic to her trauma.
yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I can't fix you, I can't diagnose you, and you're not broken. But if I hear you say that, I'm gonna be like, Cindy, what are you doing this morning? Hope you have a good day. I'm gonna do that because I just want to be a part of the positivity in your life. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Yeah, right. I totally get that, and again, I mean, any of us can just Google is a click away, click
Yeah,
it, and you'll read how difficult it is to overcome. I mean,
yeah,
there's so many diseases, mental diseases, or illnesses that it's really hard. I mean, that Amy Schumer was talking about how she deals with, like, she pulls her hair. It's really shameful, it's embarrassing and all. I mean, they're people too. They just we just see them on TV, or we see them in
right,
movies
right,
or
right.
whatever. I mean, there's certain things that are really traumatic for people that they are suffering with. And I think that we should do a little research. If that will make you feel better, do some research and see if what can be done. But I'm assuming that she is on top of it. I mean, she is intelligent enough to know that she has an issue, and you can see that she's been struggling with it for a number of years. So that's all I'm saying.
I want to
I'm
bring what
quite sure.
Mary. I want to bring what Mary said. She said we as Black women don't normally talk about our issues.
That's true. It's true.
Um,
It's true. Because I'm going to say this. After my dad passed on, I thought about, okay, listen, I can't go through another episode what I went through behind my mom.
Yeah.
I thought about, okay, well, maybe I should turn to alcohol, or maybe I should turn to this. Maybe I should do this. And I'm like, you know what? No, you better turn to Jesus first. So I continue to keep going to church. I continue to pray, be in my Bible, giving out the word. If I can just help the next person and let them know, hey, everything's going to be okay. We're going to walk this green mile with you, because,
but how are you helping the next person when you're not helping yourself, though?
Well,
And I don't think when it comes down to talking about issues, it's a black woman issue. Black men don't either. We are built to be like machines who don't have emotions, nothing like that. You know, as a gay black man, you know, before I even stepped into me coming out, I was built to be like a machine who didn't have any feelings. I'm not allowed to have any thoughts. I'm supposed to do this, and this. That was my life. Until I came out, I learned more about myself. I've been through therapy for years to learn who I am as an individual, not as a black person, but as a human being. And I feel like, you know, that we use it as a crutch, but we can't keep saying that all the time, because the reality is that we're not just black people. We're humans that God made who have feelings, emotions, and life happens to us, and we're allowed to have those things. And we have to explore those things to help ourselves, because I've been through so much depression in my life. You guys have no idea. And when I hear the stories about, you know, what black women go through, what men go through that's heterosexual, it sounds crazy to me, because I'm like, well, what are we doing to get us to be healthy? We don't want to do counseling because black people don't do it. Women are supposed to do this, men are supposed to do this. But the reality is this, that we are humans. Whatever you are built to do is inside of you. Exactly. And you have to live that life and explore that for your own personal health.
Yep. Well, so Deb, it starts with here's my thing, like I always tell my brothers, because I'm the only girl. You have to help yourself first,
right,
before you can help somebody else.
Right.
So I heard everything that, you know, that friends and family members was coming to me with their concerns. Like I told them, let me do me first. Let me figure this out.
Right.
Then I'm going to look into what you was telling me. So, like I said, I had to do it for myself. I can't let you help me. I have to want it for myself first. Before I can actually try to help somebody else out. So even though I didn't go through the same issue that, you know, Miss Tammy is going through, you know, I'm with the weight loss, yes, but different dynamic of why I was going through that.
Different circumstance, yeah.
But do you see where I'm coming from? Tammy said she's been going through since she was 13.
Yeah.
She's 52.
Right.
See, I found that out today.
So there's I don't say there's no work being done. Who do you have around you that are I know her mother, they didn't have their relationship until literally before she even died.
Right.
Well, not they didn't have a good relationship, but they didn't talk about what she'd been through before she literally died.
Right.
So there's so much secretive that has been going on, because that's what we do. We don't tell, we brush under the rug as black people. There's so much in this one story. But my thing is, now that her mom has apologized, she is going through her personal journey of this. Who does she have around her who's saying, like Tammy, like,
right?
I don't know.
You gotta have a team.
I feel like I'm getting way too involved in this situation. For real.
I mean,
wait, hold on.
I'm thinking, I believe she does have a team behind her. Tammy has to be. She has to look in that mirror herself and say, "Hey, I see myself. I see you." Even though her husband is there, her daughters is there, her PR and on down the road is there saying, "Hey, listen, I need, you know, I want to help you," or whatever. It gotta start with Tammy first.
Right.
Because it had to start with me first.
Right.
I mean, when I started,
yeah.
So yeah, I get you. I got you.
I mean,
it got to. You know, we can talk to her till we black and blue in the face.
Right.
But she gotta want to do it for herself.
Right.
Just like I had to. When I seen my face start twisting, like when I talked, my lips was moving on the right side. You would never knew that something was wrong with me until I started speaking.
Right.
So I had to get I had to get by myself and in a corner. Sometimes I used to go in a closet and talk to God and say, fix me, help me, protect me, be with me. You see what I'm going through, Lord. Just like I'm talking to you all, that's how I talk to him. You know everything that's going on before I even know. Yeah. So you gotta step in. So it starts at home with her.
Right. Yeah.
First. I got you. I got you. You know, I'm a Virgo. I'm an empath. So like I take on other people's stuff. Yeah. And if I have a connection with you, whether I know you personally or not, like I just take it on. So
yeah, my daughter's a Virgo. So I trust me, I know about all Virgos.
We're like, listen, what we gotta do, we gotta go. People. What we gotta do.
Right. You gotta know what, when, where, how, and all of this and that. You know. Okay, I'm just let you in on a little secret. I think I told you so, Deb, or so. My daughter's a lawyer. So it's like, and she's a Virgo too at 2.
She's the best.
So I got double, triple.
Yes.
And it's just like she questioned me on a lot of things, and they'd be like,
because we're inquisitive, like we want to know things. We're gonna keep asking. We're gonna dig into things. You know.
Yes.
Yes.
She works my nerves. She works my. I'm here to tell you, my dad was a Virgo. My cousins, my daughter. It's like I'm surrounded. So Deb, I call him my brother. I'm surrounded by him. So I know I get it. And when I see Deb, if he come online and I'm looking at his face or his mood or whatever, I automatically know something ain't right.
Something ain't right. Yes.
So, you know, just know that I see you too.
Oh, I know. We talked about this before, so I know.
Yeah. But I'm gonna reach out to Tammy. I just want to let her know. Listen, you love by millions, and we just concerned.
Yes.
And we love you, and just leave it at that.
No, leave it there. Yeah, that's
respond fine.
That's it to me. I think that not saying anything is worse than saying something and offending the person. Like this, like if we concern, we concern. I don't know you personally. But I'm concerned, as a fan and as a person, I'm concerned a little bit, whatever you got going on. Like, I just hope that she's doing the things she needs to do. Hopefully it's something that is not uncontrollable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agreed. Okay. Well, I enjoyed hopping up. I have a delivery that is coming, so I'm sorry. I'm going to have to drop down, but it was nice chatting with you, Jackie, and always Deb. I'm always around.
Nice chatting with you too.
And we'll see you guys together on Tuesday.
Yeah, next week.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We're back. We're back with Basketball Wives. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So yes, I'm actually about to end this live as well too. So I thank you guys for coming up and talking with me today. I didn't think it was gonna go to this, but I think it was a good conversation.
I got on late.
Oh no, I think it was a good conversation. Just on behalf of Tammy, sometimes people just need to know that people care.
Yes, it goes a long way. Trust me, because it helped me.
Yeah,
it helped me. Positivity is great always. Once you know that you got, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let you go. Once you know that you got that support behind you, and they've not even family, and maybe not even been your friend or so.
Right.
If you know that you got that and you build that rapport with the Lord upstairs, you can't go wrong. But you gotta want to help yourself.
He sends them to you.
Yes. Yes. Like they said, be careful how you entertain strangers because you might be entertaining angels.
Right.
So
facts.
Yeah. You just never know. And I have it all the time. People, I'll say, you know what? I appreciate you, Chiquise. I appreciate you helping me. See, me, I'm just like you. And see, my daughter keeps telling me, Ma, you give too much. And she kept telling me, stop giving gifts. Stop doing this. Stop doing this. Like I told her, I didn't get to be in my 50s for nothing.
Right.
So, so she got that whole ordeal together. So, but yeah, it was great talking to you. Thank you so So Deb, so much. I really do appreciate you. I never been up on live this much.
I know. But I appreciate you so much for doing it, though.
You're welcome. You're so welcome. Anytime I can help, you know, I'm right here.
Yes, you've always been amazing. So
thank you. All right, talk to you later. Have a good night.
All right,
love
you as
you.
well. Bye. All right, y'all. So I'm getting out of here as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully tomorrow I got something else to talk about. Check out my vlog channel. It's called Being SoDebNair, where I do story times, and I'm gonna get out of here, and hopefully I got something for you guys tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I will. Actually, I do have something tomorrow for you guys. So make sure you guys come back tomorrow, and I will see you guys. Wait a minute, I got one more comment. What's going on? What's going on? I'm about to leave. Well, thank you for coming in at the end. I love you so much. I'm about to get out of here, you guys, and I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.
Did it, I 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 did it.